talk. See them keep trying, professional imitators. Rap.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Colts and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 60 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again is Wilson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Wilson. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts' 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Wilson's throw there complete to Allen.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Here we go.
Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, Brown, a nice catch.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. So much for our halftime break. Apparently, we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you might be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game. Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And we see on the next-gen stats, he was able to take it nearly 60 yards after that initial contact. Impressive.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Indy.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Chase Young
Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On second down, it's Taylor. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
36 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run crowd as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back now at Ford Field. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
Now Wilson on first down.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Looking for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Lions are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now as done that on 15 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Hey, 25 to the mic. We go 25 to the mic. Watch the screen. Pass. Wait. Hey, 25 to the mic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.